Hi everyone, my name is Charlotte Conter and I'm the founder of Health Sheroes. I'm super excited you decided to join us today on this webinar, and we're going to be talking about natural living with plant-based products, all about essential oils, super exciting, and we're all about making healthy simple because we shouldn't overcomplicate things, right? So we are going to jump right in. So in this webinar, you are going to learn about why we care about taking a natural approach, why you might also care about taking a natural approach, and how we can remove those nasty hidden toxins from the home. The inside of our house is 5 times more toxic than the outside air. That's crazy. So it's really important to learn how we can remove those hidden toxins, from the home. And those toxins really kind of pull our immune system down. They compromise our immune system. They can compromise our gut. They can mess with our hormones, fertility. I mean, all that. I mean, it's pretty nuts. So it's really important to learn how we can remove those from the home, and why essential oils are the key tool. Once you start going down that holistic health rabbit hole, one of the biggest tools in your toolbox that you carry around for holistic health is going to be essential oils. So this is the fastest way to get that journey kick-started. How sourcing affects the quality of essential oils. You can buy essential oils from the dollar store to Winners to health food stores, and then like doTERRA, which we're going to be talking about today, why it's sold on a forum like this. Then how to use the top 10 oils and simple steps to a more natural life. Awesome, right? So before we get started, I'm just going to quickly tell you about my story. Growing up, I played a lot of sports. I was very active. I thought I ate well, lots of chicken breast and fish and fruits and veggies. And then all of a sudden, boom, at the age of 32, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I was like, what? Like, I'm fit, I'm healthy, I've seen The Secret. Like, this is crazy. You must have made a mistake. And then as soon as you get diagnosed, it's like, okay, we're doing surgery next week, then chemo, then radiation, and then you go on this drug for the next 5 years. And I was like, whoa, like, okay, but are there anything I can do for my diet and my lifestyle? Any changes I can make? They're like, no, I know your diet has nothing to do with your health. And I'm like, what? That doesn't even make sense. I know if I eat like poo, I'm going to feel like poo, right? That doesn't make sense to me. So I didn't know anything, I didn't know better at the time. So I decided to go down the conventional treatment, although I personally would never do that again. And then as I went down that journey, I also opened up the holistic health world and started to explore there and started researching like crazy. So slowly I started implementing changes to my diet and to my lifestyle, and I was really happy with the results. Now, 3 months after my diagnosis, my best friend, you can see in the top right-hand corner of your screen there, Tisha, she was diagnosed with spinal cord cancer. And I was like, what is going on? Is it in our water? Like, is it where we grew up? This is nuts. And she was given 3 months to live when she was diagnosed. And she fought a very courageous battle and lost that battle 2.5 years later. And once Tisha passed away, you could imagine it was a very difficult time in my life. I knew that life is short and life is precious, and I did not want to, come here and play small anymore. And I wanted to take, as many healthy risks as that I could. And I decided to leave my career in mental health, where I worked for almost 10 years. And I was working with children and adolescents in a variety of treatment centers and hospitals and school settings as well. And I left that career, full-time pension, full-time benefits. It was very scary, but I decided to grab life by the ovaries and make some serious magic. And I became a certified health and nutrition consultant and a certified raw food chef. And I launched my health coaching business. Now, after going through chemo, I was told I would never have children naturally. And I am not against fertility treatment, like at all. It was just for me personally. I had been going to the doctors for over a year, almost daily, and spending time in the hospitals or clinics or whatever else. And I was spent so much time trying to detox many of those drugs out of my system. So with lots of hard work, lots of prayers, that's for sure, vision boards, setting intentions, all of that stuff, and making those changes to my diet and my lifestyle and removing those toxins, I was able to give birth to my 2 little monkeys, Jasmine and Kai. So that was a huge blessing. And, and during that time, while I was going through that treatment, and I say my trim was integrative because I used conventional and I used holistic treatment as well. I was using essential oils. I was putting on lavender, on my wrist or pulse points, before going to sleep, just to help with my sleep. And also when I was feeling anxious, they were talking about death rates a lot with me, and reoccurrence. you know, a lot of scary stats. So, I mean, to really help kind of calm my nerves, I was using lavender, which is definitely one of the most popular essential oils out there in North America and in Europe. And, but I had no idea, once I started studying essential oils, I had no idea the medicinal therapeutic qualities and properties of essential oils. So I'm super, you know, pumped and passionate about sharing this knowledge with you. This is so empowering, and if you are ready, this is gonna like change your life and the life of your loved ones, I'm sure, because I'm sure you're gonna share this with them. And the whole time, anytime that I'm learning about essential oils, I just keep thinking like, why don't they teach this in school, right? So let's jump in. So just before we start, I just want to share a couple of my beliefs. So, you know, I believe that many people have no idea how amazing they can actually feel. You know, many times we go through life and we just put up with symptoms like, oh yeah, I'm always gassy or bloated, you know, after I eat. Or yeah, no, I always get allergies this time of year. Or no, I always have really bad periods. You know, sorry if that's too much information, TMI for some people out there. You know, but these are symptoms that we don't need to put up with. Many of them are. You don't need to put up with. In fact, if we start making changes to our diet and to our lifestyle, many of these symptoms disappear. You know, I've worked with people that no longer have allergies, have had allergies their entire life, that no longer had, you know, any cramping when they had their, when they were menstruating. You know, many are bloating, that always had pain in a certain area of their body, and then that, you know, the inflammation was able to, you know, to disappear. So some powerful transformations are possible. But I also believe there's a time and place for modern medicine, 100%. I had difficulties giving birth to both of my children, and modern medicine saved my life twice. So that was amazing. But I also believe before we reach for something synthetic that we need to explore Mother Nature's options first, you know, before grabbing, you know, conventional medicine. And I also believe that our body has an innate ability to heal itself when we give it the right tools. So this is key, the right tools, right? And our behavior, you know, is an expression of our belief system. When we know better, we do better, which makes sense, right? So big pharma is an industry, huge business. They make prescription drugs. It's man-made, it's synthetic. You know, they'll take something from Mother Nature, but they can't patent something from Mother Nature. So for example, dandelion root, they can't patent that. So they'll take a component of it, add in some synthetics, and, you know, packet that nice and pretty, you know, in a pill, and then they present that to the public. So this is how they make money. But the problem is, if I have pain in my neck and I'm taking a painkiller for it, it doesn't just affect my neck, it affects my entire system. So, you know, the organs that definitely take a beating when we take something that's man-made and synthetic are our kidneys and liver, because everything gets filtered through those bad boys, right? That's kind of like our filter for the car, right? The oil change. We've got to kind of change that filter and change the oil frequently so then our car can run effectively, right, and smoothly as it's supposed to. And it's the same with our body as well. We've got to take care of our liver and our kidneys. So this is a pretty crazy stat. Canada ranks #1 in the world, and Ontario, the country's biggest per capita use of prescription painkillers. So this is 3 years old, but doctors in Ontario wrote 8.1 million prescriptions for opiates. So that's enough for nearly every person between the age of 15 and 64. That is crazy. That's way too much, right? Growing up, you know, I'm 40 now, but growing up, people were passing away from heroin overdose or cocaine or, you know, whatever crazy street drug that was out there. Now it is prescription painkillers. You know, think of Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Heath Ledger, I mean, whatever it is, but it's not just celebrities. These are our loved ones getting hooked on the pills. These are, you know, our family, our friends. They say, I think every 30 seconds or every minute, like a crazy stat like that, that somebody enters the emergency room with a complication from a prescription painkiller. So, you know, let's explore some Mother Nature's options before running for something synthetic, for sure. So when we do have a problem, we've got two paths that we can take. You know, we've got the conventional and we've got the natural. Now, the conventional tends to be a more passive approach to our health, right? We wait for something, a problem to arise, and then we react. So it's a, you know, we're taking a reaction, waiting for to take a reaction. And then we've got the natural approach, which is a little bit more active. We're actively involved in our health. We usually take a proactive approach when it comes to our health. So the conventional world, you know, we sit back, we wait for that problem to come up. Once that problem comes up, we go to the doctor. Now, the average time that we spend with our family doctor is 12 minutes. What are we solving in 12 minutes? Nothing. There's nothing we can solve. We don't have time to get to the root root of the problem. The only thing that we can address is the symptom. This is not the doctor's fault. This is definitely a systemic issue. And when we go to see the doctor, we've almost got like our hands out expecting to have that prescription handed to us to make this problem go away. So usually when we go to that conventional route, you know, something we get handed, something that's synthetically produced. Many times it comes with side effects, and it, you know, it addresses the problem, the symptom, right? Does not get to the root cause of the problem. So the doctor prescribes it, you know, we take the drugs and potentially side effects and maybe even more drugs. And that cycle kind of continues. And then the natural approach, like I was saying, it's more active. Active approach, we take a proactive approach. We may have an issue or we're taking a proactive approach. Nature can produce something. It can meet the body's needs, and many times it's meeting them with side benefits. How awesome is that? Not side effects, side benefits. And it can heal the body. The body can use that tool to heal itself. Very smart. It knows what to do. It's natural. Mother Nature is natural, so it has an easier time moving through our body. As opposed to something synthetic where our body sees it as an invader and we want to kind of do anything that we can to detox ourselves from it. So the problem with our conventional medical system is that it uses an acute approach when dealing with chronic issues. So if I break my arm, it has my back. If I have difficulties giving birth and I need an emergency C-section, you know, the hospitals or the conventional medicine medical system has my back. If I have appendicitis, it's got my back. But if I'm dealing with one of the top like Western diseases out there, you know, cancer, heart disease, diabetes, you know, Alzheimer's, obesity, it is not enough. We have to come home and make changes to our diet and to our lifestyle. It really is on us to make those changes. Nobody's coming to save us. We have to be the health hero or the health shiro of our family for ourselves, you know, and step into our power so we can make changes and take a proactive approach when it comes to our health. So why essential oils? Why are they the key tool? One, they've been used for centuries. This dates back to, you know, ancient Egypt, ancient Asia. This has been documented for years for their healing and medical or medicinal properties and therapeutic properties as well. They are 100% natural. They work with the body to promote health, like I was saying before, with those side benefits. But they are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So think about like if you have peppermint growing in the backyard and you make peppermint tea because you have an upset stomach. So 1 drop of peppermint essential oil is the equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. That's a lot, right? So very potent, very powerful. And there's a huge spectrum, you know, of how we can apply these essential oils, you know, and how they can help us, you know, from lifting our moods to helping with digestion, from helping with pain or healing a cut or a burn, to removing the toxins not only from our body, but also from our environment, which is huge. And I'll talk a little bit more about that. And also, you know, most of the time it's very easy to use. 1 drop, it goes, like I said, it's incredibly potent and very affordable. And this is key. You know, 1 bottle of 15 ml bottle has 250 drops to it. So 250 applications. That's a lot, right? And with an honest brand like doTERRA, you are going to get 100% pure plant magic. And it is so important. I did a lot of research before deciding on which essential oil company to go with. And I am so happy and passionate about talking about doTERRA because they source their ingredients indigenously. So they go all over the world and they source those ingredients indigenously where the plant can thrive and have the highest therapeutic property. Now we all know, you know, potatoes in North America are amazing in PEI in Canada and Idaho in the States because the climate is amazing, the soil is amazing, and the plant can thrive, right? And they have amazing potatoes. So it's the same thing with essential oils. Wherever the plant comes from, it should be grown indigenously. So what are essential oils? They're naturally occurring volatile aromatic compounds, which is just a fancy way of saying that it absorbs into the skin very quickly or into the air very quickly. So it's found in the seeds, the barks, the stems, roots, flowers, peels, you know, all different types of different parts of the plant. So it's the same, you know, if you crack open an orange and you get that burst of flavor, well, that's just the essential oil sacs breaking. So that's how we're getting that aromatic scent, right? It's pretty powerful. So as you can see on this picture here, this is a peppermint leaf, and this is blown up about 300 times. And you can see that tiny little white sac, that's the essential oil sac. And you see those spiky little alien looking things that are beside the sac there. That is Mother Nature's way of protecting the sac. Like, so smart. It knows, you know, she knows what she's doing. It's so crazy. But what is so cool about the essential oil is that when it is grown indigenously, that essential oil not only can help the plant, but it can also help protect against environmental threats. So we don't need pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, insecticides, sides, right? All those like nasty, toxic chemicals sprayed all over our plant because it is grown where it's meant to grow. So that is amazing. And how do we use essential oils? Well, there's 3 ways we can use it: aromatically, topically, and internally. Aromatically, we can breathe that in through a diffuser, and there's a picture on the diffuser on the screen there. And that one comes with a home essential kit, and it has a 1 hour, a 2 hour, and a 4 hour setting on that, and you can use it as a nightlight too, so that's pretty cool. Many of the diffusers out there only go on and off, and that's it. So I love the timers, so because you don't need to have it on all the time, because it really does have therapeutic qualities to it, right? But you can also put a drop onto your hand, rub them together, and then breathe in. And so you can, you know, breathe that in. So it is so much more than just smelling pretty, right? That's not just the point of diffusers, or even just inhaling it. You know, it can get in there. Some essential oils will get in there and kill the germs in the air. It's killing the germs in the air. It can kill mold in the air behind the walls. It can help open up our airways, help our respiratory system, help boost our immune system. It can also help shift our mood. So if you're feeling anxious, it can help kind of ground you. You know, if you're feeling depressed, it can help elevate your mood. So many of the essential oils, anything that kind of grows on top of a tree closer to the sun, is going to elevate your mood. And if you're feeling like overwhelmed or anxious and your thoughts are kind of racing, then you want something that's from the root or from the bark, because that's going to be very grounding for you. Mother Nature, so smart, so smart. I keep thinking, like, why don't they teach us this stuff in school? Now, topically, you know, you can apply locally to the area. For example, if you have pain, or if you have a cut, or you have a scrape, you can apply from the bottom of your feet. For example, oregano oil, it's hot oil. So I will dilute that and put that on my kids' feet if I'm trying to boost their immune system. So that's an option, and it can enter the bloodstream within 2 minutes. So think, if whatever you're using the essential oil for, imagine how quickly it can get to where it needs to get to. Very quick, right? So you can apply it on your temples, the back of your neck, you know, your spine, where your central nervous system, to kind of shoot across your body very quickly. You know, the bottom of your feet, pulse points, stomach, you know, pretty much most areas on the body, but we'll talk about safety in a minute. And then internally, now this is specific to doTERRA, because they are certified pure therapeutic grade oils. Now, many of the oils that you buy from the dollar store to like high-end retail stores, they will tell you never ingest essential oils. And the reason why they say this, which again, like kind of like makes you think, because you're putting it on your skin, it's being absorbed into your skin. Our skin's the largest organ, right? So if we can't ingest it, it's going into our bloodstream. So why can't we ingest it if it's going on our skin? So something to think about there. But doTERRA's their level of purity is on another level. So this is why you can take most of the oils from doTERRA, you can take internally, and you can put that either, you know, for example, I'll put lemon essential oil in my water. You can put that in an empty like veggie cap, like a little capsule, put 1 drop of the essential oil in, close up the capsule, and then you can take it like a pill. And you can also like make tea with some of the essential oils, like put it with warm water, and it's going to help, you know, digestive system. It can help soothe a sore throat, or maybe even sores in your mouth. You can gargle with some of them. You can help out detoxify your body and help out your liver. So there's many different ways of helping it out by taking it internally as well. Now, safety, as I mentioned, is important. When you get your kit, you're going to get a gorgeous booklet that goes through all the essential oils, you know, how we use them, why we use them, the benefits, but then also you're going to see this little safety chart there. So you'll see A for aromatically, which means we can breathe it in or put it in a diffuser. T, topically, we can apply that to our skin. I, internally, we can put that in water and a capsule. Neat, meaning that we can just put the essential oil directly on the skin. S and D, now this is for sensitive skin, but it says that it suggests that you dilute. So dilute does not mean with water, it means with a carrier oil. So doTERRA is awesome because they've come up with their own fractionated coconut oil, which just means that the medium chain fatty acid has been removed, so it stays in a liquid form, and it also has no scent, which is amazing when you're applying essential oils that have, that come with scent, obviously. So that is an awesome option there, but you can also use olive oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, you name it. Now, when I'm diluting, especially for my kitties or for hotter oils, with adults, I will do like a teaspoon of carrier oil and put 1 drop, mix that in with 1 drop from the essential oil, 1 to 3 drops depending on what it is. Rub that together and then put that on wherever I'm trying to put that on. If I have sensitive skin, for somebody with sensitive skin or with kids, especially 2 and under, I will always apply a tablespoon of carrier oil and 1 to 2 drops of the essential oil. Mix that in and put it where you'd like to put it. And then you want to make sure that you don't apply it to, all the entry points, your eyes, your ears. You want to be mindful of, washing your hands before going to the washroom with hotter oils, right? And less is more. Don't think like, oh, I have a lot of like back pain right now, I'm going to put 10 drops on. Like you're just wasting the oil. 1 to 2 to even 3 drops max. That's it. You don't need that. It's incredibly potent. Even especially doTERRA's is very, the most potent I've ever used before. When I would buy from a high-end retail store, if I'm putting it in the diffuser, I would put 15 to 20 drops and it would smell amazing for like 15 to 20 minutes. And then the smell would disappear. With doTERRA, I'm putting 2 to 3 drops into a diffuser and it's smelling incredible for hours. So the potency is much different. If you have not tried doTERRA's essential oils, just be mindful that it's very potent compared to what you can buy on the shelves in your retail stores, including health food stores. So less is more. This is not like a, Tylenol, whatever, every 4 hours. Listen to your body. You may need it, when for example, if I'm using peppermint oil to bring down a fever on my kids or keep them cool, I'll be putting peppermint oil on the bottom of their feet for almost every hour until that fever breaks. So just listen to your body. It will tell you. And you also want to, store your oils safely. So you want to make sure that the lid is on tightly. It's away from the sun. It's away from the heat. Just like olive oil, it can go rancid, right? So just be mindful of where you store them. Also, citrus oils are photosensitive. So you shouldn't apply citrus oil, to your skin and then go out in the sun. You want to make sure that you give yourself about a 24-hour break before going out into the sun. Okay, so why doTERRA? As I said, I did lots of research before choosing this company. This company makes my heart and my soul sing. Like I mentioned earlier, it sources from all over the world. So it is not organic because organic certification is different in Canada than it is even in the States. You could imagine certification, what that would look like in Somalia, where frankincense comes from. So you want the plant to be sourced indigenously, and this is why doTERRA sources from all over the world. So it can be the most in its purest and most potent environments and have the most therapeutic quality to it. Now on the right there, you'll see co-impact sourcing. This is a program that doTERRA starts, and again, this one pulls on the heartstrings and really, it just makes me so proud to be like linking arms with this company. If we look at vetiver essential oil is an amazing oil for dealing with anxiety. It's very calming. It's a beautiful oil to sleep with. I'll put that in the diffuser with lavender for the kids. If they're having like a tantrum, I have a roller with vetiver and lavender. It's a very grounding, very calming, gorgeous, gorgeous oil. Now this is sourced from Haiti. Now Haiti, we all know about the massive earthquake and the impact that it had on the country. Huge, huge. And so doTERRA went in there and saw that they were harvesting vetiver 3 times a year because that's when they got paid from other companies. So doTERRA said, no, so in order to make it the most therapeutic and highest quality, let's source it or harvest it at 1 time of year. So they're working directly with the farmers. There's no middleman taking a cut or anything like that. They're working, the money's going into the farmers' pockets. But the farmers were saying, okay, well, this is great. You know, we're going to, the doTERRA said, we're going to pay you year round, so don't worry about that. But they're saying, okay, but we need a pipeline for water. We need school. We need a hospital. So doTERRA worked with the local community, created jobs, empowered the local community. So it is thriving. But not only that, but then it starts stabilizing their local economy. Now, doTERRA's worked with many many countries throughout the world through this program, and has helped stabilize that economy and helped that community thrive. And this is not just like a farm with a random vetiver, laying around. I mean, these are the farmers there have had inherited these farms that have been passed on for centuries. So this is their heart and soul that they are working with. So they are empowering the farmers, which is amazing. And you can YouTube these videos. You can go on, and I would highly recommend YouTubing even Frankincense. I just watched that one recently, and that really, get your Kleenex box ready, because it really pulls on the heartstrings of what they've done, for the country, for the people. But then even if you take a step back, even helping, it's all sustainably sourced as well, but it also helps stabilize a global economy. So that is like incredible as well. Now, testing. This was huge for me, and what I love so much about doTERRA, that it's so transparent. You can look this up anywhere online. Google this. This is all out there for anybody to see. So doTERRA goes through a 7-stage in-house testing to make sure that it's pure. There's no fragrances. There's no fillers. I would buy a 15 ml bottle of frankincense from a health food store, and I would spend, it was about $35, I think, for the bottle. Now, the frankincense is huge in the cancer industry. So this is why I was seeking out this prior to doTERRA. Now, doTERRA's frankincense is $118. It's one of the most expensive oils that doTERRA sells. The frankincense comes from Somalia. Not a difficult, it's not an easy country to kind of navigate through, right? It's a difficult country to kind of even travel through. And then it comes from the boswellia tree that grows off the cliffs. So very difficult to source, right? Difficult to get to. And it takes a lot of sap from the boswellia tree to make the frankincense essential oil. So you could imagine how difficult that is. So the oil that I was buying from the health food store maybe had, I don't know, 20 drops of essential oils in there, and they probably filled it up with something synthetic. So this is why, or some kind of filler. But the problem is when they do with like a carrier oil, even filling it up with a carrier oil, some carrier oils can go rancid, right? If it's with sunlight or in light. So it's very important to know where your essential oils are sourced from, but also the testing is crucial. So doTERRA's oils are free from pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, all of those sides that are incredibly damaging to our health. And they are highly, highly potent. So once they do that in-house testing, they bring it to a third party, independent party that has nothing to do with doTERRA, and they go through vigorous testing there as well. So it's very transparent and very pure and very potent. And that is I would say the most potent essential oil that you can buy on the market out there. So now let's go through the fun part, the 10 most popular oils. So peppermint, I love, love, love peppermint. I don't go anywhere without it. This is like Mother Nature's Tylenol for anybody that gets headaches out there. You just kind of take a dab, put it on your temples, put it on the back of your neck. If you have migraines, peppermint and lavender is amazing. You will see how quickly that migraine disappears. Put that on your temples or on the back of your neck or even on the bottom of your feet and see how quickly that disappears. Now you can also, peppermint is very energizing. So you can put this, I love putting this in my diffuser with wild orange, both of them highly energizing. So that is amazing. If I'm tired and I'm driving home from work or something, then I will take and just put a little bit on my temples, and it's very energizing. Or a meeting when you're falling asleep, this is your go-to. You want this at work and you want this in your purse. This is also great for if you're bloated or gassy, you can rub this on your tummy. And if you want, if you're craving like something sweet in the afternoon, you can actually just put a drop onto your hand, bring that in, and just breathe that in, and it will trick your brain thinking that it had something sweet. So that's a cool trick. This is very cooling. So if you're going through menopause and you have hot flashes, like I mentioned earlier, I use this when my kids have a fever. I'll put this on the bottom of their feet like almost every hour to keep their body cool. This is also great if you are about to work out or if you're going through a heat wave. This is fantastic. So peppermint, gorgeous, beautiful oil, great for breathing, opening up the sinuses, helping with your respiratory. If you're coughing, this is going to help opening up those lungs. So beautiful peppermint, love it. Lavender, again, I mentioned this earlier, probably one of the most popular oils out there. Lavender is all about calming the mind, but also calming the skin. So it's great if you're feeling anxious. It's great if you want a good night's sleep. You can actually put it in like a small little glass bottle. This is a 2-ounce bottle here, and you can put, like 5 drops of doTERRA lavender in there and fill that up with water, and you can put that on as a perfume. You can spray your bed or your pillow or your linen closet. I spray it on the kids' blankets and their favorite toys that they sleep with, like their teddy bears and stuff. I also bring it into the car with me because I can handle the kids crying, at home and things like that. But in the car, I'm like, because I can't do anything. I'm driving, right? So I love having lavender in the oil just to help keep them calm. And now, as I mentioned, it's great for the skin. So anytime that the kids fall or, scrape themselves, or if I burn myself, immediately put lavender on and keep putting that on until it is gone. And you will see how quickly the cut, burn, scrape, whatever it is, heals. Like, it is insane. Again, I'm like, why don't they teach this in school? So I always have tea tree in my purse, lavender in my purse, peppermint in my purse. We're going to go through and you're going to see how I have many of the top 10 in my purse. And you can stop me and ask me if you see me, because I have them. Okay, lemon. Now, lemon is all about detoxifying your body, but also detoxifying your environment. So as I mentioned, I put lemon in my water, 1 drop. Now, disease and illness can only grow in an acidic environment. And that's how it flourishes, right? So you want to kind of increase the alkaline in your system. So lemon water is a beautiful way of increasing the alkaline in your system and help boosting your immune system, but also help detoxifying your liver. Now, the problem when we would get the lemon juice, so normally I do, half a lemon, squeeze that into my water and then drink the water. Now, the lemon juice can hurt the enamel on your teeth. Lemon essential oil comes from the rind. So there's actually more vitamin C in the rind than there is in the juice, but the rind will not hurt the enamel on your teeth. So that's an added bonus. And the lemon essential oil is like $12, I think. So much cheaper than organic lemons, that's for sure. Now, lemon is also amazing at opening up your respiratory system. So if you're having congestion, lemon oil is amazing. And what you can do, what I do, I bought this glass spray bottle. It has a silicone cover on it. I got this from Amazon, like super cheap. I think it's like 16 ounces. And I put half a cup of vinegar. Vinegar is very cheap. Half a cup of water, 20 drops of lemon essential oils in there. And now I have a multi-purpose, crazy potent environmental, it's going to kill all those environmental threats. So it's a very potent cleanser, home cleanser. So I have replaced things that I would clean my windows with, clean my bathroom, clean my kitchen, and I clean this on everywhere. And it works on windows, it works on mirrors. Like, it's very cheap. If I have something like really greasy on the oven, I just put a drop directly on the oven and I'm cleaning. So you can remove all of those toxins, products that you have under the bathroom sink or under your kitchen sink that you use for cleaning. One, it's just a marketing strategy that they try and use to take money out of our pockets, right? No, you need this for the bathroom. No, you need this for the kitchen. No, you need this for the windows. And think of how many plastic bottles we've gone through in a lifetime rotating that out. So we can help the environment by having a glass bottle, making our own cleaning product, which is, again, super easy. Half a cup of vinegar, half a cup of water, 20 drops of lemon. Powerful disinfectant. And it's not just smelling pretty, it's getting there and killing those germs. But the side benefit of it is lemon lifts our mood, right? Because it grows, on top of the trees there, the lemons, so closer to the sun. So it's going to help lift our mood. How about, feeling happy when we're cleaning? How cool is that? And and it can help open up our airways too. So lemon's amazing. It's also Mother Nature's like Goo Gone. So if you have like a label that you want to kind of get off a bottle, put some lemon oil directly on it. If you have permanent marker on a whiteboard, this is your go-to oil. Crayons on the wall, go-to oil. So this is like every like parent's dream out there to have essential oil, lemon essential oil around them. Okay, so Melaleuca or tea tree oil. This is Mother Nature's like antibacterial, antifungal. This is something that I always carry in my purse. Like as I mentioned, if the kids fall or scrape or cut, whatever, immediately I'm putting tea tree oil on, and I'll dilute that with the coconut oil. And I'll put that on so it doesn't sting, it doesn't burn, but it'll get in there and disinfect that cut or scrape. But it's also, very healing. And as it's healing and helping disinfect that cut, it is going to help boost the immune system. So there's an added, side benefit to it. This is also great that you can put, I will put my facial moisturizer in the palm of my hand, and I'll put a drop of the tea tree oil or Melaleuca oil, and then I'll put that on my skin. It's fantastic. If you have like eczema or dry skin, this is great to mix with your lotion and put that on, or put that on directly with lavender. It's amazing. If you have mosquito bites, lavender and tea tree oil or Melaleuca are going to be your best friend. Like my daughter actually gets really bad mosquito bites. So she will get, very swollen, and it'll get very red, very itchy. And within minutes, after putting that on, it is gone, completely gone. So definitely check that out. And this is also a great deterrent for head lice. So you can, again, put this in a little spray bottle, maybe put, lavender, tea tree oil is very medicinal smelling. So you can add something a little nicer in there as well, and just spray their hoodies or their backpacks or their jackets as a deterrent. So that's super awesome. And you can also make a cleaning agent with the tea tree. But again, it has that medicinal smell. So feel free to add or play around with some other essential oils. Oregano, I do not have in my purse, but it is amazing at boosting your immune system. So the moment I start getting like a little bit, a tickle in the back of my throat, like as if I might get sick, I will put that in a veggie cap and then swallow the veggie cap. Or if I don't have a veggie cap, and you can get those from doTERRA or maybe your health food store, you can also rub this on the bottom of your feet, and that's going to be absorbed into your bloodstream within 2 minutes. So that's going to boost your immune system. And if I have even like a sore throat, like starting to feel like a sore throat, and I take the oregano in the capsule or in the bottom of my feet, I'm telling you, like an hour later or whatever it is, like very quickly, the next morning even, I am good. Like there is no such thing as like this cold that was trying to take over. It is incredible. Again, why don't they teach this in school? I don't know. And you can also make a powerful cleansing agent with oregano. Now, oregano is very strong smelling. It's a very hot oil. I will probably have this bottle for a long time. But I also, I make a lot of soups in the fall and in the winter. So I will put oregano oil instead of the dry leaves. I will put oregano, the drop of essential oil in there. Or if I'm making salad dressings, this is great as well. So not only is it amazing for cooking or whatever, but it's got the healing and therapeutic benefits along with it. So it's amazing. You're going to be boosting your immune system and helping your digestion as you are, taking that in. So that's amazing. Okay, frankincense. Now, if there is one oil that you want in your home or in your purse, because I do have frankincense in my purse, it is frankincense. Your number one go-to oil. They have a saying like, when in doubt, use frank. Anything and everything. If I have a cut, if my kids have cut or scraped themselves, my son cracked his head open on a table, and it wasn't a large enough cut that I think that it needed stitches, but enough for me to hold it. I had to keep pressure on it for a while because it was bleeding. And, right away I put tea tree oil, put lavender, and I put frankincense. And then this was around dinner time. I put frankincense, before I went to bed around 7. And then in the morning when he woke up around 6, I put frankincense on again. And then around noon at lunch, I was like, oh, shoot, I should go put frankincense on it. When I went to go look for the cut, there was no cut. It completely closed up, and there was no scarring. Like crazy. Again, why don't they teach this stuff in school? So if you have a scar that you would like to minimize, frankincense is your best friend. It goes into it penetrates like through the cellular wall It can actually break through the brain barrier. So this is huge in brain health, huge in the cancer health world as well, because it can break through those barriers. It can go through the cellular wall, kind of like a DNA reset. So people will rub this essential oil. Now, I'm not saying it's curing anything, but what I am saying is that it's very big in those industries. So do your own research and do your own homework. But people where they do have cancers, they will rub that in that area. So, whether it's like, prostate or breast cancer, or if it's brain, they put it under their tongue. Some people put this under their tongue to help boost their immune system. This also has very strong anti-inflammatory components to it. So this is great if you have, arthritis. And because this comes from like the sap, and from the boswellia tree in the bark, it's very grounding. So this has been used, and we know this from the biblical stories, right? Giving this to Jesus. It's been used in religious purpose for years. It's been used for meditation. Very, very grounding. Beautiful, beautiful oil. I'll also put this in my skin moisturizer as well, because it's amazing at, getting rid of age spots, sunspots, skin tags, wrinkles. Like, it's been huge in the beauty industry. So this is one oil. If you're not too sure which oil to get, this is it. And as I mentioned, it's one of the most expensive oils. So the kit is definitely going to be your best friend, which I will explain how to get. Now we're getting into our blend oils. On Guard is the protective blend. It has a mixture of like wild orange and clove and cinnamon. It kind of smells like Christmas in the bottle. Now this is definitely one that you want for flu season. I mean, this is going to help boost your immune system. The moment I start to feel, again, scratchy throat, I'll take this and either put a drop directly into my mouth or put this in water or my tea, and I'll drink that. When my kids start to get sick, I take, like, as I mentioned, oregano oil, and I treat oregano oil as if like it's Mother Nature's antibiotics. So I'll put that on for maybe 5 to 7 days, and then I stop using it. On Guard, I'll do the same, but I'll put it on their spine. So I dilute it, put it on their spine, and this is going to help boost their immune system all over their central nervous system on their back. And I do this for myself as well when I start to feel sick. This is also an amazing oil to diffuse, because it doesn't just smell pretty. It smells amazing, but it's more than that. It's going to get in there and kill all those germs that are sitting on those droplets in the air, that we're breathing in. So this is amazing at cleaning the air. This is a beautiful oil to blend, to diffuse in your bathroom or anything where it has lots of moisture, where mold can be hiding. There's lots of studies that you can look on the internet that it shows that it not only stops mold from growing, but kills the mold as well. So amazing. I will also, to just take a glass of water, put a drop of On Guard in there, and I put my toothbrushes and my kids' toothbrushes in the water, so it's powerful disinfectant and cleaner. If I don't have hand sanitizer anywhere, I'll put a drop and just rub that on my hands, and it's going to kill all the bad bacteria, but leave the good bacteria, because all that nasty hand sanitizers out there kill the good and the bad. We want the good bacteria on our hands so they can help fight off those pathogens that we pick up, throughout the day. So beautiful oil, a must-have, definitely one to have in your bag, in your purse, and at home. Okay, Breathe or Easy Air in Canada. doTERRA's Breathe, this is another blend. So this has peppermint, eucalyptus, melaleuca, all kinds of yummy essential oils that are going to help your respiratory system open up. So I call this one Mother Nature's Puffers, because my kids started daycare in last November. And as soon as they started, it was like runny nose, coughing, and then I would take them to the doctors, and they would say, oh yeah, you need to put them on a puffer. And they're like, Charlotte, if you get sick, you can take the puffer too. And I'm like, what? My big lungs can take the same puffer as their little lungs? Like, oh, that, it hurt my soul, because that means that my kids are getting the same amount of exposure to that steroid or whatever chemicals are in the puffer that's helping them. But it's getting in there, and those toxins are going into their body the same, and it's going to hit their body much quicker and faster than it would hit my larger body, right? Which makes sense. But once I started using doTERRA's oils, I would take this with fractionated coconut oil, and I would rub it on their chest. So no more Vicks Vapor Rub. Vicks Vapor Rub that has petroleum in it, Vaseline in it. It comes from the gasoline world, amazing for our cars, not so good for our skin, right? So we don't want to be absorbing that in. In fact, some countries in Europe ban it. So that's how toxic it is. But the skincare industry is has very loose regulations, especially in North America. So you want to remove any of those polysporins, Vicks Vapor Rub, Vaseline, many of the lip balms to get rid of those and replace them with things that are going to empower your health. So with this Breathe or Easy Air in Canada, I will diffuse it at night with lavender, and it's going to help give a restful night's sleep. It's going to help open up those lungs, and I have not used the puffer not once since I've had this oil. And again, rub that on their chest, their back, or diffusing it at night. I love, love, love it. It's a must-have, especially during like allergies. If there's a snorer out there in your loved world, if you are a snorer, you want this as well. Beautiful, beautiful oil. Deep Blue. Now this is Mother Nature's A535 or Mother Nature's Voltaren. In fact, Voltaren, if you know that brand with the silver and orange packaging, they actually have a lawsuit against them, a class action lawsuit against them, because Voltaren has not only caused liver damage, it's caused liver failure where people have needed a liver transplant. That's from a muscle rub, guys. That is crazy. That is crazy. So we definitely want to kind of seek out something from Mother Nature first. Now, Deep Blue, I'm not the chemist, so I'm not even going to pretend, but this has like incredible anti-inflammatory properties to it. So if you have back pain, if you're sore from, I was moving and I threw out my neck and I was using this, and within minutes, guys, I was able to move around like nothing had happened. Beautiful, amazing oil. I also use this on my daughter who gets growing pains. She's 3 years old and she wakes up in the night crying with growing pains. I'll massage her and then she falls back asleep and I'm like, okay, great, this is over. I can go back to sleep. And then she's awake, 5 minutes later crying again. And it's not until I put this Deep Blue on, and this can be hot oil too. So I always dilute it, put it on your skin, and she's back to sleep within minutes. Also, you can put this on your body before you work out to help loosen those muscles. So that's amazing. And of course, afterwards too, if you're feeling sore from working out. So amazing oil. Definitely want this one in your medicine cabinet. DigestZen or Zen Just here in Canada. Again, this is it has ginger, peppermint, caraway, anise, fennel. All these amazing essential oils are going to help with your digestion. And you all know that Pepto-Bismol, commercial, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea, this is going to help with all of that. Rub it over heartburn, where you experience a heartburn, rub that where that is. If you have an upset stomach or you've eaten too much, rub this on your stomach. You can put this in your water or warm water for a tea. I love having this at night, beautiful essential oil. I had a customer message me saying her 4-year-old was losing her mind because she was crying, she was upset, her stomach hurt. They rubbed this on her stomach, and within minutes, they said she was a different child. I know I use this on my kids too. Some of them can get sick from car sick. So I will rub this on their tummy even before we go in the car, just to have as preventative. So when you're traveling, you want this. So I keep this in my purse at all times. I also have one in my medicine cabinet. Gorgeous, gorgeous oil. Now, I throw this in here because I am so passionate about sharing this with others. As a health coach, people are asking me what supplements should I take? And do I need to be taking a multivitamin? And my answer is, this is 2018, 100% yes, we should be taking a multivitamin. Our food is plucked from the trees or pulled from the ground way too early. It is not absorbing this, the vitamin D from the sun. It's not absorbing those minerals from the ground. It's maturing on trucks. It's maturing in industrial buildings. And then, once it's kind of matured, then we put it onto the shelves for us to pick at a grocery store. So we are not getting those essential vitamins and minerals from our plants like we used to. So it is vital for us to be taking multivitamin. Now, I would spend probably $80 to $100. I would go to a health food store and buy a multivitamin. Now, the problem with many of the multivitamins out there is that they are not from whole foods. So our body, it makes it very difficult to absorb. So for example, calcium, if it's coming from a rock or from a mineral, our body can only absorb about 5% of that. And then we pee it out. That hot fluorescent green pee that we pee after taking a multivitamin? That's our money going down the drain. We're like, bye, as we watch it go, right? Now this, which I am so excited to share, this microplex vitamin, multivitamin, this is from completely whole foods, and you will see all the ingredients on there, and you can name all of them: broccoli, spirulina, to name a few. And they have essential oils in there as well. Powerful multivitamin that makes it completely absorbable. Then they also have the XEO omegas, so that tops us up on our omegas 3, 6, and 9. Most of us are deficient in our omegas, and this helps with our joints, our immune system, brain health. There's also a vegan and an animal source. So the vegan comes from flax meal and walnuts. I don't know if it's more than nuts. I have to double check that one, but it's definitely nuts and flax meal. And then they also have the marine sourced one coming from fish. And then the Alpha CRX. This is a very unique tablet that I love. This is all about, cellular health. This is about antioxidants, anti-inflammatory. It's going to help increase the energy. And all 3 of these are roughly $95 Canadian. That is crazy, guys. I don't even know how they make money off of this, but this is something that we should all be on. I take 2 tablets of each one with breakfast, and I take 2 tablets of each one either at lunch or at dinner. And you will feel the difference. This is not something that you take and you're like, I don't know if this is affecting me. No, you will know it's affecting you. You will feel the positive benefits from it. I also have customers saying, this is probably like TMI, so plug your ears if you're sensitive, but they also say they have the best poops after this, bowel movements. Now you want to have consistent bowel movements. That's our body detoxes, right? We don't want that. Otherwise, if it's in there too long, our body stops reabsorbing those toxins that we're trying to excrete. So this is definitely somebody that everybody needs to be on. I tell all my loved ones that they need to be on this. And doTERRA believes in this product so much that you could take this, take the whole package, and if you don't feel like it's doing anything for you, you can get a 30-day money back guaranteed. So that is crazy. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So simple steps. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. Love that quote. You want to choose definitely organic food, whole food as much as possible. Many times organic might not be as expensive as we tend to think it is. The other day I was going through the grocery store, and organic broccoli was cheaper actually than conventional broccoli. So definitely check those prices out. But what is a good tip is that you want to buy food that is in season, and get to know your local farmers. Check out the farmer markets and get to know them. They'll tell you what they spray, what they spray their foods with. They'll tell you, what has the highest, therapeutic grade or cleanest product. So that's always wonderful. And because it's locally sourced, you're helping the environment as well. And then you definitely 100% need essential oils in your home. This is not even a want. If you want to help boost your immune system, if you want to help remove those toxins that are in your medicine cabinet, under your bathroom sink or under your kitchen sink, you can start replacing many of those. And I'm telling you, once you start using doTERRA essential oils, you will be blown away about how pure and how potent, but how amazing the therapeutic properties are to it. And then you also want to commit to your personal education. So if you are going to be the health hero or the health shiro of your home, you want to make sure that you are staying in tune. So keep reaching out to whether it's like through webinars or attending classes and things like that. Like, stay in the know, and then surround yourself with people that have similar health goals to you, because powers are in numbers, right? You'll always have those crabs in the bucket trying to pull you back down, saying, no, let's go for grab a glass of wine, but instead of going to the gym. And if you're one of those people, check yourself, right? We can all be those people. But you just want to make sure that you are empowering yourself and empowering others. Okay, so how to buy. So for those of you that want to get your hands on these amazing essential oils, it's very similar to a Costco membership. So there's a $42 enrollment fee. So you get everything at wholesale price. So that's 25% off the retail price. Now, if you get a kit, you can only get a kit on your first purchase. I'm going to say this again. You can only buy a kit on your first purchase. So you think, I'll just try 1 or 2 oils. It's not, I'm telling you, the best bang for your buck is to get a kit. So we're going to talk about that, because the kits include that enrollment fee. And as I mentioned earlier, That frankincense is $118 retail. So you'll see some of the prices of the kits now. So to get started, if I invited you to this webinar, you can go to healthsheroes.com under essential oils, and you can follow the steps along there to pick out your favorite kit. If somebody invited you to watch this, please, please, please reach out to them, and they will be happy to get you started with your kit. Now, these are the 3 most popular kits. We've got the Family Essential Kits. So that is the 5 milliliter bottles, so 5 milliliter bottles, and then the 15. So there will be like actually quite the difference there. I don't have the 5 ml in front of me. And this 5 ml bottles, so it's 185, and that has the top 10 essential oils that I just covered. And then the Home Essential Kit, that's got the 15 ml bottles. That's definitely the most popular kit. That has triple the product, right? 5 ml times 3 is 15, so triple the product, but not even double the price. And you get the diffuser with that as well. Some people say, like, oh, I have a diffuser. I legit have a diffuser in every single room. I have one here in my office. I have one in the bathroom. I have the kids' bedroom, our bedroom, the kitchen, the living room. Everywhere you come into my house, you'll see a diffuser. So the more, the merrier, 100%. So we've got the family kit, 185 Canadian. We've got the Home Essential Kit, 15 ml bottles with the diffuser, $330. If you're watching this in August 2018, then you will get 2 free essential oils from doTERRA and also from the Health Shiro team. So you're actually getting 14 oils and a diffuser for $330 plus tax, and it's only $6 for shipping in Canada. Amazing. Now, Natural Solutions Kit. I wish this was the kit that I bought. I didn't realize you can only buy a kit once. I definitely would have gone back and bought this Natural Solutions Kit. If you are looking to like do a serious overhaul at your home, this has the top 10 oils, the 15 ml bottles. This has all 3 of those vitamins and supplements that I was telling you about. I'm going all 3 and showing you 4 fingers. All 3 of those supplements and vitamins pack in there. It has a diffuser. It has hand soap, and gets in there and kills the bacteria. This is one of the best hand soaps out there. It does not dry your hands. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And all natural scent. It has that like Christmas smell in the bottle kind of thing, right? With cinnamon and clove and wild orange. The toothpaste is one of the best toothpaste you can get. It's so good. Clove is one of the most powerful, potent antioxidants on the planet, and you're brushing your teeth with it. So it's a natural whitener, and you're getting in there helping boost your immune system. And anytime that you feel like a sore tooth or anything like that, you can kind of rub even on guard onto your tooth, but here you are brushing with it. So it's amazing. Digestive enzymes. You can take enzymes before you eat or with your first bite, and it's going to help break down that food and absorb those nutrients into your body. Because we've all heard the saying, you are what you eat, but you are what you absorb, what you digest, right? So you definitely want help there. And then it has the shampoo and the conditioner. Shampoo and conditioners, many of them out there are incredibly toxic, mess with our hormones, mess with our fertility. These shampoo and conditioner are very clean. They're amazing. I personally love them. I use them on myself. I use them on our kids. And then you've got the Deep Blue. This actually comes in the muscle rub as well. So, and there's a box, there's a few other supplements, but if you are looking to like do a huge overhaul, this is your kit. I ended up going with the Home Essential Kit and then dropping a lot more money to get many of those products in the home, the Nature's Solution Kit. So definitely think about that. And then we've got 2 other huge kits here. Oil sharing kit. I think this is like 3 products of each of the top 10. With a few other goodies, and the fractionated coconut oil as well. And then there's the Every Oil Kit, and this is every oil that doTERRA sells. So if you are looking for a serious overhaul, or if you're even thinking about doing this as a business, these are your 2 kits, 100%. So the loyalty rewards program, I freaking love talking about this program because I feel like everyone needs to know about it. You know, like I'm part of, if you're here in Canada, the Shoppers Optimum, Air Miles, Frequent Flyers, you know, those are all very like popular loyalty rewards programs. And I'm going to say they suck, you know, and Costco too. You know, I'd spend so much money on all of them, but anytime I go into the store and they're like, hey, do you want to redeem your $10? And I'm like, yes, I do. And I get so excited because I get to redeem my $10. And I'm thinking, how much money did I have to spend to get that $10 back? It's crazy the amount of money. And here doTERRA is like very transparent and it's all out in the open. So once you have your membership, you essentially have your own doTERRA store. So I have taken what I would normally spend and, you know, with, whether a month or bi-monthly or whatever, like shampoo and conditioner, laundry detergent, there's a concentrated cleaner, toothpaste, vitamins, chewable vitamins for the kids, probiotics for myself, probiotics for the kids. So I've taken many of the skincare as well. Skincare, oh my God, it's amazing. I spent $350 to learn how to make my own natural skincare using essential oils. And then I looked up the ingredients for their kit, and they have like a cleanser, a toner, a lotion, and a serum for like $107. I'm like, oh, I could have saved, you know, $250 just buying doTERRA's. And you can plug every single one of those things into the Environmental Working Group, EWG, and it comes out completely clean, toxic free, which makes my soul sing. But anyways, as you can see, I take those products and I just buy them from my own store. So if you look at month 1 to 3, if I spend $100, I'm getting $10 back in free product money that I can redeem at any time. And that's already on top of 25% off the retail price. So then you go 4 to 6, you got 15%, 7 to 9 months, 20%, 10 to 12, 25%. Then after a year, you are getting $30 back for every $100 that you spend. Guys, that is crazy. That is huge. So right now, this is my, what is this? This is my 7th month into the business. So I'm at 20% right now. So I'm constantly getting free product. It is amazing. I just put those vitamins on monthly. I take them and I get free product. So brilliant. I love this program. So transparent. You need to be on this. Okay, so if you are a health conscious person and you're interested in the business, you know, many people start using the oils and they start, you know, healing themselves, and then they want to share the oils. They'll be like, you know, at the, I don't know, at work or something, and somebody will say like, oh, I have a headache. Does anybody have Tylenol? And you're like, no, 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 don't use the Tylenol. Like, here's some peppermint. Just rub that on your temples or on the back of your neck, and it's gone within minutes. So you get excited and you want to start sharing them. And if you are passionate about helping others or teaching others, like I don't even consider this selling, guys. I consider this teaching and empowering people. We have a super, super strong community of people that are all passionate. You know, our values align. We're all about empowering other people and teaching other people, and lots of resources that we can definitely help you along this journey. And you may be looking to make some extra money, maybe pay off some debt or pay off a bill, like monthly bill, or you might be looking for that residual income, or even to replace an income. You know, this could be your answer. Here's quickly a shot of the compensation plan. My first month, and a few people on my team as well, their first month they hit Premier. And it's honestly, guys, it's so much more than the money. I want to say this, but we deserve to be compensated as well. So, I mean, money is just energy. It's about, you know, putting the energy out, then also receiving, being open to receive the energy. But so the Premier, in my first month, I made $960. My second month, I went silver and I made $4 shy of $3,000. And then my 6th month, I went gold. So, you know, the money's always kind of hovered consistently over the past like few months, anywhere from like $2,000 to $3,000 a month. And I do this part-time in addition to my full-time coaching business. So this is just another, you know, side hustle. This is another stream of income for me. And then you can see it goes all the way up there. On average, on my uplines team, on average, people will go, if you work this business consistently, they will hit diamond in a year. Take a look at that monthly. On average, you're making, I believe that this has got to be a little bit old too, but I'm looking at this, and on average about $16,000 a month, you know, anywhere from $10,000 to $16,000 a month on average for a diamond. You know, that's pretty crazy. If you work this business part-time consistently, anywhere from 5 to 20 hours a week, it's up to you how quickly you want to do this. You know, that's pretty incredible. That's a game changer, right? And people say if you are not dreaming big enough and people are not laughing at your dreams, then we are not dreaming big enough, right? So you want people laughing at your dreams. What have you always wanted to do? Like, who have you always wanted to help? You know, I want to help support my aging parents, and I also want to help set up my kids for the future while I'm enjoying my life as well. So I want that time freedom. I want that financial freedom as well. So these are the reasons why I'm doing it, but I'm also super passionate about helping, empowering other people. So I love this. Focus on more than one stream of income. The average millionaire, guys, has seven streams of income. I've got 3 going right now, you know, but we're kind of brainwashed to think that we'll work one job for the rest of our life, have a pension, and then we'll pass away, you know, and we'll do all the fun things when we retire. But it is so important. Life is about to have fun. It's about ease and gratitude. So you want to be able to have that fun now and not just wait for Fridays or summer or weekends, you know, create that fun now. And then a side hustle is more than just another stream of income. It is also the new job security. So when you receive paychecks from a different source, it allows you to take more chances in your regular career. So more income means more options equals freedom. I love that. So that's from Forbes. And if you're interested, you can also host a workshop. So we will come to your home, whoever invited you to watch this, will go to your home and we'll do a presentations for your guest, and you can be compensated for that. And we can tell you how you can be compensated that. So you just invite your family and friends. We empower them with the essential oils to help, you know, boost their immune system, remove those toxins from the home, and just by helping educate and empower your loved ones, like, we are definitely going to gift you as well. But then you can also be financially compensated. So talk to whoever, you know, talk to myself if I invited you, but also talk to the person who invited you to watch this and connect with them. So if I invited you, let's connect. You know, reach out. My email address is info@healthshiro.com, and my website is healthshiro.com. And check that out. I would love to help you along your health journey. And then even, you know, once you buy those oils and you get your kit going, you know, it's not just you buy the kit and then see you later. Like, we're constantly in contact. We're letting, you know, let us know what your health concerns are, and we will help look that up and research. We're not doctors, but we'll definitely help you, you know, and advocate alongside with you. And I love this quote: "Be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire." I love that. So thank you so much for tuning in, you guys, and I hope you have an amazing day or night, and we will talk to you soon. All right, you guys, bye for now.